Hello, this book is being recorded for Varga Shikshak's initiative. Let's record. For more information, Google vargshikshak.com. My name is Sneha Chandikar, and in this audio, I will be recording the chapter name 9 from the book People, Development, Environment. I am reading from the page number 169 up to page number 186. Threatened species. These species are likely to become extinct if immediate steps are not taken to ensure that they have proper food, proper habitat, protection from predators and exotic species so that they are able to realize their biotic potential. A record of threatened species of plants and animals is maintained by International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources IUCN. Mauritius, Switzerland. It is called Red Data Book. For conservation purpose, the following 4 criteria have been used for this categorization. 1. Distribution. Present, past, continuous or discontinuous distribution, area and degree of decline if available. Second, population. Decline in population in course of time. 3. Natural habitat. Abundance and quality. 4. Importance. Potential value and biology of the species. IUCN has identified 4 categories of threatened species. Endangered species. These are threatened species or taxa which are in danger of extinction if the current causal factors continue to operate. Examples: lion-tailed macaw, macaca, Cilius asiatic wild ass, Aeschinus hemionus khur. Vulnerable species. Vulnerable species or taxa have sufficient population at present, but at the same time, they deplete fast. Hence, depleted species, so that they are likely to enter the category of endangered species if the factors bringing about depletion are allowed to continue. Examples: golden langur, Presbytes gui leopard cat, Felis bengalensis. Rare species. The populations of species or taxa are small, either localized or thinly scattered. Example: Hawaiian monk seal, Monachus shawnislandi slow iris, Nyctibus cowkang. Biosphere reserves of India often include one or more national parks or sanctuaries, along with buffer zones that are open to some economic uses. Protection is granted not only to the flora and fauna of the protected region but also to the human communities who inhabit these regions and their ways of life. Table 9.8 List of Biosphere Reserves of India. First one, in 2008, Great Run of Kutch, Gujarat. Its desert, Indian wild ass, key fauna. Second, 1989
Gulf of Mannar. In Tamil Nadu, coasts Dungong or sea cow. Third, 1989, Sundarbans, West Bengal. Gangetic Delta, key species Royal Bengal tiger. 4. 2009 cold desert, Himachal Pradesh, Western Himalayas. There you will find snow leopards. 5. 1988 Nanda Devi, Uttarakhand, in Western Himalayas. 6. 1986 Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve, Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Karnataka, Western Ghats. Key fauna: Nilgiri tahar, lion-tailed macaque. 7. 1998 Dihang Dibang, Arunachal Pradesh, Eastern Himalaya. Key fauna not available. 8. 1999 Pachmarhi Biosphere Reserve, Madhya Pradesh, semi-arid. Key fauna: giant squirrel, flying squirrel. 9. 2010 Seshachalam Hills, Andhra Pradesh, Eastern Ghats. Key fauna not available. 10. 1994 Simlipal, Odisha, Deccan Peninsula. Key fauna: gaur, Royal Bengal tiger, wild elephant. 11. 2005 Achankamar, Amar Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh. Michael Hills. Key fauna not available. 12. 1989 Manas, Assam, East Himalayas. Key fauna: golden langur, red panda. 13. 2000 Khang Chen Donsga, Sikkim, East Himalayas. Key fauna: snow leopard, red panda. 14. 2001 Agastya Malai Biosphere Reserve, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Western Ghats. Key fauna: Nilgiri tahar, elephants. 15. 1989 Great Nicobar Biosphere Reserve, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Islands. Key fauna: salt water crocodiles. 16. 1988 Nokrek, Meghalaya, East Himalayas. Key fauna is red panda. 17. 1997 Dibru Saikhowa, in Assam, East Himalayas. Key fauna is golden langur. 18. 2011 Panna, in Madhya Pradesh, Ken River. Key fauna: tiger, chitar, chinkara, sambar and sloth bear. Agastya Mala Biosphere Reserve has been added in World Network of Biosphere Reserves, UNESCO's MAB, in March 2016. This source was taken from wikipedia.com. Biosphere Reserves of India in World Network of Biosphere Reserves. 10 of the 18 Biosphere Reserves of India are a part of the World Network of Biosphere Reserves based on the UNESCO MAN and the Biosphere MAB program list. They are given in bold in the above list. Main difference between biosphere reserves, national park and wildlife sanctuaries. Biosphere reserves are the biggest entity among the three. The level of restriction in the increasing order is biosphere reserves, wildlife sanctuaries and national parks. The Indian government has established 18 biosphere reserves of India, roughly corresponding to IUCN category V protected areas. India has over 441 animal sanctuaries. referred to as wildlife sanctuaries, IUCN category, IV protected. The national parks of India are IUCN category, II protected areas. As of July 2015, there were 105 national parks in India. Important legislations and terms relating to environment, pollution, forests, and wildlife. The Factories Act 1948. This act aims at providing information on hazardous processes taking place inside the factory to its workers, local residents, and government officials. The Insecticides Act 1968. It aims to regulate import, manufacture, sale, transport, distribution, and the use of insecticides to prevent risk to human and animal life. The Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1974. This act defines what water pollution is and determines its penalties. The Air Prosecution and Control of Pollution Act 1981. This act controls and regulates emissions from automobiles and industrial plants. The Forest Conservation Act 1980. It mainly prohibits the state governments from declaring any reserve forest as non-reserve without approval of the central authority. The Wildlife Protection Act 1972. It aims to provide necessary protection against serious threat to wildlife, both animals and birds, by the expansion and advancement of agriculture, industry, and urbanization. The Indian Board of Wildlife was set up in 1952. Various projects have been launched for the protection of endangered species such as lions in 1972, tigers in 1973, crocodiles in 1974, and brown antlered deer 1981. India became a party to the Conservation of International Trade in Endangered Species of Fauna and Flora CITES in 1976. India also started a national component of United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organizations UNESCO Man and Biosphere MAB program in 1971. The Environment Protection Act 1986. It lays down the standards for emission and discharge of pollutants, restricting areas for certain industries, and laying down the safeguards for prevention of industrial accidents. Mashelkar Committee recommendations. The auto fuel policy suggested by the expert committee headed by Dr. R. A. Mashelkar includes recommendations on auto fuels quality, vehicular emissions norms, and its related issues for the country as a whole. Also recommends the introduction of low sulfur diesel, unleaded petrol, and low benzene gasoline in a phased manner, along with the promotion of alternative fuels such as compressed natural gas CNG. The policy is modeled on the pattern of Euro norms of European Union. Emission norms were introduced such as Bharat 1, 2, 3 and 4 for different vehicles with different schedules for its implementation across India. Bharat 3 norms were introduced for all new passenger cars across India, and Bharat 4 norms were introduced in 12 major cities. With effect from February 2000, lead has been phased out of automobile fuel. The Union Ministry of Transport is going to implement Bharat Stage V and Bharat Stage VI emissions standards to 2019 and 2021, respectively. They mainly aim at reducing sulfur levels in the air. National Green Tribunal NGT. The tribunal was established on 18 October 2010 under the National Green Tribunal Act 2010 for effective and expeditious disposal of cases related to environmental protection and conservation of forests and other natural resources. It is a specialized body equipped with the necessary expertise to handle environmental disputes involving multidisciplinary issues. Environment Impact Assessment EIA. It is a widely recognized study to assess the environmental impact of development projects. It is basically the cost benefit analysis in context of the environment. Environmental Risk Assessment ERA is a fact finding stage where EIA indicates the potential hazards. In India, the Department of Environment and National Council of Environmental Planning NCEP have adopted a preliminary procedure to prepare EIA. Precautionary Principle. The precautionary principle is a moral and political principle which aims to prevent any action that can cause damage to the public or society at large. For example, the Supreme Court of India ordered the shifting of industries outside Delhi a few years back. In the Earth Summit held at Rio de Janeiro in 1992, a precautionary approach was codified for the first time at a global level to protect the environment in the form of Principle 15 of Agenda 21. It emphasizes that every state should apply the principle according to its capabilities and lack of full scientific knowledge should not be used as a reason for not taking action. This is necessary to check the possibility of any irreversible damage to the environment. There are two popular terms associated with precautionary principle. First, polluter pays principle PPP. This idea first originated in the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, where pollution control costs are to be financed by the polluter alone. Second, beneficiary pays principle BPP. It suggests that funding for environmental improvement should be obtained from its beneficiaries. This method of financing would generate larger revenue for the government, as the rich are willing and capable of paying more for environmental enrichment. Imposing carbon tax is an example. ISO 14000, ISO 14000. After the success of ISO 9000 quality management system, which focuses on continual improvement of the process and quality of goods and services, International Standards Organization ISO introduced ISO 14000 series of environmental management system in 1996. It specifically deals with environmental aspects of processes in products and services. Emission trading. It is an administrative approach to deal with the issue of pollution control by providing financial incentives for achieving reduction in carbon emission. An organization earns one carbon credit if it is able to avoid emission of 1 ton of carbon dioxide or its equivalent. The carbon credits thus earned can be sold to other companies for whom it is mandatory to cut carbon emissions. It is also termed as cap and trade, carbon trading. The idea of carbon trading is a part of Kyoto Protocol, which was signed in 1997 and came into the force in 2002. Few important international conventions on environment and biodiversity. Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, CITES, in 1973. The objective is to control international commercial trade in endangered species or products derived from them. Carbon space refers to the amount of carbon that can be released into the atmosphere by 2100 so that the rise in global temperature can be capped at 2 degrees Celsius. It is set at 1000 gigatons of carbon dioxide equivalent GTCO2 EQ. Basel Convention 1989. The main aim is to minimize transboundary moment of hazardous wastes. UN Framework Convention on Climate Change, UNFCCC, in 1992. The main aims are to stabilize emissions of greenhouse gases and to check reasons for global warming and climate change. Convention on Biological Diversity, CBD, in 1992. The main aims are conservation of biodiversity, sustainable use of biological resources, and equitable sharing of benefits. Nagoya Protocol. It is a supplementary agreement to the Convention on Biological Diversity. The Nagoya Protocol on Access and Benefit Sharing, ABS, was adopted on 29 October 2010 in Nagoya, Japan. Stockholm Convention. It was adopted in 2001 and enforced in 2004. It deals with reducing and eliminating the production and use of persistent organic pollutants. Ramsar Convention. It was signed in Iranian city of Ramsar in 1971 and enforced in 1975. It deals with conservation and use of wetlands. A snapshot of main environmental movements in India. Chipko movement. It was started in 1973 in Chamoli district of Uttarakhand. It entailed embracing the trees upon seeing an axe coming near the tree to cut it. Its main leader was Sri Sundarlal Bahuguna. Appiko movement. It was started in 1983 in the villages of Western Ghats in Uttar Kannada region of Karnataka. The main purpose was to prevent commercial felling of trees. It became a symbol for people's power for their rights of natural resources with regard to the state. Tehri Dam movement. This movement was spearheaded by Baba Amte against the submergence of land by construction of dams, population displacement, among other environmental concerns. It started in 1970s and continued until a decade ago. Save Silent Valley movement. It was started in Palakkad district of Kerala in 1973 to save the Silent Valley Reserve forest from being flooded by hydroelectric project. The valley was declared as Silent Valley National Park in 1985. Narmada Bachao Andolan. It was launched to protect the population from the adverse effects of Narmada Valley project. That is, two mega projects such as Sardar Sarovar project and Narmada Sagar project in Madhya Pradesh. This interstate project involving Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra and Gujarat has been constructed on Narmada River. Its main leader is Medha Patkar. The main issues involved are related to displacement of population and submerging of forest land. Taj Trapezium Zone. Sulfur dioxide gas released by Mathura Oil Refinery and other industries combined with oxygen, moisture to form sulfuric acid caused extensive damage to Taj marbles. It corroded the marble and formed fungus, also referred as marble cancer. A lawyer, Mahesh Chandra Mehta, filed a case before Supreme Court in 1984. The court ruled in 96 to relocate and shift certain industries. Key institutions for environment in India: Bombay Natural History Society in Mumbai, Worldwide Fund for Nature, India, New Delhi, Center for Science and Environment, New Delhi, CPR Environmental Education Center, Chennai, Center for Environment Education, CEE, Ahmedabad, the Botanical Survey of India, BSI, in Kolkata, Zoological Survey of India, ZSI, Kolkata, National Environment Engineering Research Institute in Nagpur. Then, over here we have important days linked with environment. January 30, World Leprosy Day. February 2, World Wetlands Day. February 25, World Sustainable Energy Day. March 20, World Sparrows Day. March 21, World Forestry Day. March 22, World Water Day. April 22, World Earth Day. April 25, World Malaria Day. May 31, World No Tobacco Day. June 5, World Environment Day. June 8, World Oceans Day. June 27, International Diabetes Day. July 11, World Population Day. July 28, World Nature Conservation Day. July 29, World Tiger Day. August 6, Hiroshima Day. October 3, World Nature Day. October 4, World Animal Day. December 2, World Population Prevention Day. December 14, World Energy Day. December 29, International Biodiversity Day. That's all. Over here the chapter ends. Ends.